Welcome. Here's your HMH lesson for today. We are going to be reading At Home in the Wild. As we read this story, we are going to try to create mental images. When you create mental images, you make pictures in your mind to help you remember what you read. So mental images means pictures that you make up in your mind. So here it says words from the text. The words in the story says soccer game, sunny, ball. And she's imagining soccer balls, maybe the kids playing, the sounds of the kids yelling, "Hey, I'm coming," or playing together. Maybe the smell of a summer sunny day. I know it's sunny because the sun is out. So you're using all of your senses to create mental images. Before we read the story At Home in the Wild, we're going to read the power words. Those are the vocabulary words. Now, I know we went over these words in the last story, but that's okay. We're going to review them again today. They're just 4 words. We're going to review them again today because in a minute you're going to have to do a vocabulary worksheet and you're going to have to know what these words are. So, the first word is sheltered. Here in this picture, remember we looked at this before. Sheltered is a place to protect from the wind and the rain. So this is a sheltered area that protects from the wind and the rain. The cave is sheltered by the rocks. It's sheltered. The next word is weary. Weary. Someone who is weary is very tired. Some of the runners became weary during the race. They became very tired, weary. Okay, hide. Hide. A hide is an animal's skin. So the hide of this donkey is rough and it has short hair. The skin of the donkey. Okay, wit. Wit. Wit is a talent for using funny words. Grandma laughed out loud at my cousin's wit. So it's a talent that somebody has by using funny words or by being funny. They have a lot of wit. All right, and that's it. So those are the 4 words that you will need to know the meanings of. Let's keep going. Poetry uses images, sounds, and rhythm to express feelings. As you read the poem At Home in the Wild, pay attention to repetition of words or lines, words that describe, and rhythm or beats between the words. Again, we are going to be setting we're going to be creating mental images in our head. That's taking pictures in your mind to understand what you are reading. Let's build some background and listen to the audio to find out more about animal homes.
People aren't the only living things that can build homes. Some animals build their own homes too. Prairie dogs dig underground burrows with tunnels that link together. Beavers use their teeth to knock down trees. Then they use the sticks and tree limbs to build lodges. Ants work together to dig networks of tunnels that are almost like underground cities. Animals have amazing ways to create a safe place to call home. At Home in the Wild, Poetry and Song.
Ooh, nice. Okay, you ready? Yeah. Polar Bear Family.
Polar Bear Family by Eileen Spinelli. Polar Bear Mama moves with grace to find a sheltered winter place. She digs a snow cave wide and deep where she and baby cubs can sleep. Come spring, the cubs set out for fun. They romp all day in the Arctic sun. They slip and slide, they race and roam. Then, weary, ride their mama home.
In the second stanza, the poet says that the cubs ramp all day in the Arctic sun. The word romp helps me imagine the cubs rolling around in the snow and wrestling with each other. I'll bet they're making lots of noise too. just like my puppy does when he plays. The words slip and slide in the next line make me picture the cubs sliding on the snow on their bellies. I can see them racing and roaming ahead of their mother as they explore what's around them. Creating these mental images helps me understand why the cubs are weary and why they ride their mama home. They are worn out after a long day of playing. Just like sometimes we are after a long day of playing, we want our parents to hold us, right? Okay. All right. So how does this picture help us understand the poet describing the poem? What does the poem say? Okay, the polar bear mom starts to dig the snow cave for them to sleep inside. And the picture shows what the snow cave looks like and how wide and deep it is. Right? See? Do you see that cave that mom built?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go on to the next one. Big brown moose. Ooh, cool.
Big Brown Moose by Joyce Sidman. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a rascally moose. I'm a moose with a tough, shaggy hide. And I kick and I prance in a long-legged dance, with my moose mama close by my side. I shrug off the cold and I sneeze at the wind. And I swivel my ears in the snow. And I tramp and I tromp over forest and swamp, 'cause there's nowhere a moose cannot go. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a ravenous moose. As I hunt for the willow and yew, with a snort and a crunch, I rip off each bunch, and I chew, and I chew, and I chew, when together we slump in a comfortable clump, my mountainous mama and I. I give her a nuzzle, a velvety muzzle. Our frosty breath drifts to the sky. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a slumberous moose. I'm a moose with a warm, snuggly hide, and I bask in the moon as the coyotes croon, with my moose mama close by my side.
All right. I'm sorry. We were reading Big Brown Moose, and there was a lot of interruptions, not from everyone in here, but also from myself. So we're going to just reread this page to recap, and then we're going to keep going. So let's go ahead and reread this page one more time.
Big Brown Moose by Joyce Sidman. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a rascally moose. I'm a moose with a tough, shaggy hide. And I kick and I prance in a long-legged dance, with my moose mama close by my side. I shrug off the cold and I sneeze at the wind. And I swivel my ears in the snow. And I tramp and I tromp over forest and swamp, 'cause there's nowhere a moose cannot go. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a ravenous moose. As I hunt for the willow and yew, with a snort and a crunch, I rip off each bunch, and I chew, and I chew, and I chew, when together we slump in a comfortable clump, my mountainous mama and I. I give her a nuzzle, a velvety muzzle. Our frosty breath drifts to the sky. I'm a big brown moose. I'm a slumberous moose. I'm a moose with a warm, snuggly hide, and I bask in the moon as the coyotes croon, with my moose mama close by my side.
There's some words here this is a beautiful poem, but there's some words here we may not know what it means. One of them is the moose is rascally. Rascally means very playful. That means like to play. There's another one, ravenous, which is very hungry. That means that the moose is very hungry. And towards the end, it has the word, it is slumberous, which means very tired or sleepy. Slumberous. All right, let's see. What words describe what Big Brown Moose gives to his mother? What does he give to his mother? Very good. He nuzzle a velvety muzzle. This is what nuzzle mean when you rub your nose on something or somebody. So sometimes your mom may say, "Oh, you're so cute. I love you so much," and nuzzle you. That means put her face close to yours like this. Okay? So this baby moose nuzzles. Who has been nuzzled before? I have. Okay. Yes. So that's what nuzzled means. And sometimes you may do it with your pet. Like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute," and nuzzle your pet, right?
I do that.
All right, let's keep going. Ooh, this one's a song. All right, let's see.
Over in the meadow. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived a sweet mother frog and her little froggy one. "Croak," said the mother. "I croak," said the one. So they croaked and they croaked in the sand, in the sun. Over in the meadow, in the stream so blue, lived a shiny mother fish and her little fishies too. "Swim," said the mother. "We swim," said the two. So they swam and they swam in the stream so blue. Over in the meadow, on a branch of the tree, lived a wise mother bird and her little birdies three. "Sing," said the mother. "We sing," said the three. So they sang and they sang on a branch of the tree.
How many froggies are in the sand? 1. How many fishies does the shiny mother fish have?
2.
Very good. 2. How many birdies are in the tree? 3. Very good. What pattern do you notice?
1, 2, 3.
Very good. Each stanza has one more baby animal. The first stanza has 1 baby animal. The second has 2, and the third has 3. Why do you think the songwriter used this poem, this pattern? Maybe this poem is made for kids that want to learn how to count, right? The pattern also makes the song fun to read. Oh, interesting. I like that one. Let's read that one again. Who wants to read that one again? I liked it. Let's read it again.
Over in the meadow. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived a sweet mother frog and her little froggy one. "Croak," said the mother. "I croak," said the one. So they croaked and they croaked in the sand, in the sun. Over in the meadow, in the stream so blue, lived a shiny mother fish and her little fishies too. "Swim," said the mother. "We swim," said the two. So they swam and they swam in the stream so blue. Over in the meadow, on a branch of the tree, lived a wise mother bird and her little birdies three. "Sing," said the mother. "We sing," said the three. So they sang and they sang on a branch of the tree.
I like that. Very cute. Let's read the rest together. On the next page, the one with the bees. Let's read this together. Together, I want to hear you with me on 3, where it says 4, okay? 1, 2, 3. Over in the meadow, at a den near the shore, lived a mighty mother wolf and her little cubs 4. "How?" said the mother. "We howl," said the 4. So they howled and they howled at their den near the shore. 5. Over in the meadow, in a busy beehive, lived a fuzzy mother bee and her little bees 5. "Buzz," said the mother. "We buzz," said the 5. So they buzzed and they buzzed in a busy beehive. I love that. That's fun to read. I've noticed that a lot of the words in the song help me hear the animals as well as see them. What sound do the bees make? Buzz, buzz. In stanza 4, the songwriter says that the mother wolf and her cubs, what did the mother wolves and cubs do? They howled and howled. When I read these words, I hear all the different wolves cry. The mother's howl is deep, and the cubs' howl sound more like squeals. Then, in the last stanza, the word buzz helps me imagine the loud buzzing noise of all the bees as they fly around the beehive. That sound is very different from the loud howling of the wolves, right? Which is louder, bees or wolves? Wolves are louder. All right, let's read the cricket.
Over in the meadow, at a den near the...
The Cricket by Alberto Blanco. Let's read it together. The night contains his wit, his music, and his silence. For each star is a cricket in the grass of the sky. Let's reread the last two lines. For each star is a cricket in the grass of the sky. What does the poem say that each star in the sky looks like? Each star in the sky looks like a...
Cheese.
No, cheese. Each star in the sky looks like a cricket. It says for each star is a cricket. So each star looks like a cricket. Think about how you know about crickets. When can you usually hear them? When do we hear crickets? At night. Very good. How can you use this information to help you understand why the poem says that the crickets are like the stars? Because can you see the stars in the day? No. You see the stars at night and you hear the crickets at night. Very good. What would happen if you read the poem without the line breaks? How do the line breaks give the poem rhythm? Each line has a number of beats that gives the poem rhythm. I think we read it off beat. So let's listen to the author read it and then we can hear the rhythm of it. So we're going to have to reread this. I'm sorry. For some reason, HMH doesn't let me click here and just read this. I have to read everything prior. So we're going to reread the bees. If you want to read the bees and the whoops with her, that's fine. And then when it's the cricket, let's just be quiet and listen to the rhythm, okay?
Shore lived a mighty mother wolf and her little cubs four.
Howl, said the mother.
We howl, said the four. So they howled and they howled at their den near the shore.
Over
in the meadow, in a busy beehive, lived a fuzzy mother bee and her little bees five. Buzz, said the mother. We buzz, said the five. So they buzzed and they buzzed in a busy beehive. The Cricket, by Alberto Blanco. The night contains his wit, his music, and his silence. For each star is a cricket in the grass of the sky.
Okay, yeah, we read that right. Okay. Ooh, let's read the ant. Okay, let's listen first, okay?
The Ant, by Alma Flor Ada and F. Isabel Campoy. Here comes the ant out of its hole, grabs a grain of wheat and returns like a mole. Another ant comes out of its hole, grabs a grain of wheat and returns like a mole. Another ant comes out of its hole.
What words in the poem help us create mental images of what the ants are doing? What are the ants doing, Leah? Good. They're going out of its hole, and then they grab, and they return, and then another. So they're going up and down, getting food. Very good. How is it like something you might see in real life? Do we sometimes work together like that in real life to do things? Yes, we do. Sometimes we work together to make a job easier, kind of like the ants do here. Okay. Let's see. It reminds me of a parade with all the people lined up and following each other from the start to the finish. So that's why it ends off with the dots. It says, another ant comes out of its hole. And what do you think is going to happen when one comes out? The other one comes in. So it kind of wants you to finish that. All right, let's go over the questions real quickly. Do you want to do those on your own or you want to do them together?
Together.
Use details from At Home in the Wild to answer these questions together. Create mental images. Close your eyes. Picture walking in a habitat in one of the poems. Just imagine Matt walking in a habitat in one of the poems. What would you see? What would you hear? And what would you feel? Which of the poet's words help you create the mental image? So let's see. I'm going to get two people to share. Who wants to share what they see, what they hear, and what they feel? Brenaya. How about this? Don't tell us your habitat. We're going to try to guess it. Okay, just tell us what you see, what you hear, what you feel.
So like here, howling.
Okay, she hears howling.
I see a type of dog.
Okay, she sees kinds of dogs. And you feel
And I feel soft.
soft fur. Where is she? Rena?
Is it a wolf?
No, but where is she? This is habitat. So what habitat is she in? Habitat means where an animal lives. So what habitat is she in, JC? The woods. Are you good job? She's in the woods. All right, who wants to do another? Jacob H. What do you see? Huh? He sees birds. Okay, what do you hear? He hears footsteps. And what do you feel? He feels itchy. Where is he? Raise your hand. Dominic. Places with tall grass. Yes or no? No? Okay, and Mariah? In a tree? No? Those are good guesses. Good job, guys. JC? A place where there's bugs. Well, there's bugs everywhere. So that's not very specific. Brenaya? Next to a beehive? Where were you, Jacob? He was in a rainforest. Okay, cool. Okay, let's look at number 2. If the ants were longer, what would the next line be? We already talked about that. It would be they would go back in. All right, number 3. How do the poems make you feel? How do the poets use rhythm and rhyme to create those feelings? How do these poems make you feel? Happy. It kind of makes us feel like we're singing, right? Yeah, it has rhythm. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, in your reading packet, listen closely. Class. In your reading packet, you're going to have a vocabulary, I think it says power words on there. It's a vocabulary page. You are only going to do that now. You are not going to do the questions or the quiz today. Now, the comprehension questions and the quiz that are in that reading packet, we're going to put that reading packet with the things that you're going to do next week in the baggie for next week. Okay? And then next week, we are going to reread these poems, and then we're going to do the questions and the quiz. We're not doing the questions and the quiz today. We are only doing the vocabulary, and then that worksheet we already did, which was the prefixes miss. And who remembers what does prefix miss mean? Christian? Wrong. Very good. Prefix miss means wrong. All right, good job, guys. Thank you for bearing with me, onliners. I know this video wasn't the best. It was very cutty and edgy, but it was the best we could do. Thank you so much. I will see you later. Bye.